Submarines have long been powerful tools in modern warfare, valued for their stealth and nuclear capabilities. However, traditional submarines come with high maintenance costs and risks to human life. To overcome these challenges, the U.S. is developing the Manta Ray, an unmanned autonomous submarine that promises to revolutionize naval warfare. This advanced vehicle addresses many of the limitations of traditional submarines while introducing new capabilities, positioning the U.S. ahead in its geopolitical rivalry with China. The Manta Ray, an autonomous revolution. The Manta Ray is being developed under a project led by the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, in collaboration with Northrop Grumman. The submarine, named after the winged sea creature, is a completely unmanned autonomous vessel designed to perform long-range and long-duration missions in ocean environments that are typically inaccessible to traditional submarines. Unlike conventional subs that need to return to port for maintenance or refueling, the Manta Ray is equipped with innovative energy harvesting technology, enabling it to stay submerged for indefinite periods without the need to surface. This technological leap overcomes the primary challenge of diesel-electric submarines, which must surface to recharge, and even nuclear-powered submarines, which require occasional refueling and maintenance. One of the most notable features of the Manta Ray is its stealth. Traditional submarines, despite their ability to remain hidden underwater, can still be tracked using modern sonar and radar systems, especially when they surface. The Manta Ray, however, can operate at extreme depths and harvest energy from the ocean itself, making it virtually impossible for current tracking technologies to detect. Current submarine detection methods, including magnetic anomaly detectors and sonar buoys, are less effective against autonomous unmanned underwater vehicles like the Manta Ray. By operating at these extreme depths, the Manta Ray becomes even harder to detect, allowing it to gather intelligence on enemy movements and submarines without being identified. Capabilities and potential of the Manta Ray. The Manta Ray has been designed for versatility. It can carry out various naval missions, including surveillance, reconnaissance, and potentially even offensive operations. One of the submarine's standout features is its modularity. Unlike traditional subs, which are massive and complex machines that require specialized facilities for maintenance, the Manta Ray can be easily disassembled and transported in smaller parts. This means it can be deployed from almost any U.S. military base worldwide, assembled on-site, and sent into the ocean with minimal delay. This ability is especially crucial given the U.S. global network of over 750 military bases in over 80 countries, allowing for rapid deployment in conflict zones or strategic locations, such as the Indo-Pacific. This modular design offers another advantage: rapid repairs and upgrades. If one section of the Manta Ray is damaged, such as one of its wings, it can be replaced without the entire submarine needing to be taken out of service for an extended period. This reduces downtime and ensures that the Manta Ray can spend more time in the water, fulfilling its missions. Traditional submarines, by contrast, often require extensive dry dock periods for repairs, reducing their availability in critical situations. The Manta Ray's modular design also allows for faster production, as components can be manufactured separately and assembled close to deployment locations, streamlining logistics and reducing costs. Additionally, the Manta Ray is not just limited to passive surveillance. According to Northrop Grumman, the UUV can also carry a payload, meaning it can be armed with bombs or missiles to carry out offensive operations if needed. This opens up the possibility of using the Manta Ray as a stealth weapon in naval conflicts, potentially attacking enemy submarines or ships without putting U.S. personnel at risk. The ability to deploy offensive payloads on unmanned underwater vehicles marks a significant shift in naval warfare, introducing the possibility of unmanned, autonomous weapons engaging in combat, further reducing the human risk factor in modern military operations. Powering the Manta Ray, a self-sustaining system. One of the most innovative aspects of the Manta Ray is its energy system. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency engineers, in partnership with a renewable energy company named SeaTrek, have developed technology that allows the unmanned underwater vehicles to harness the ocean's thermal gradient, the difference in temperature between warmer surface waters and colder deep waters, to generate electricity. This system enables the Manta Ray to remain underwater indefinitely, as it does not need to surface for refueling or recharging. This method of energy harvesting is groundbreaking for unmanned underwater vehicles technology, providing a sustainable long-term power solution without relying on external refueling or energy sources. The Manta Ray is also expected to rely on underwater recharging stations, called Mission Unlimited Unmanned Underwater Vehicle Stations. These stations will be deployed on the ocean floor and use energy harvesting pods to generate and store electricity. Once the Manta Ray needs to recharge, it can dock at one of these stations, receive a fresh supply of electricity, and continue its mission without ever surfacing. These stations, still in the conceptual stage, would provide the Manta Ray with an endless supply of power, allowing it to remain in the field for extended periods, significantly outlasting traditional submarines. If successful, these recharging stations could form a global network, enabling the U.S. to maintain a persistent underwater presence. Communication and data transfer. Overcoming traditional challenges. Another significant challenge that the Manta Ray addresses is communication. Traditional submarines rely on very low-frequency radio signals to transmit information while underwater. However, these signals are often slow and require submarines to come closer to the surface, exposing their location. Additionally, VALF transmission infrastructure, such as antenna stations, is highly vulnerable to attack, and losing those stations would severely limit the ability to communicate with submerged vessels. The Manta Ray eliminates the need for such exposure with its innovative data bubble technology. These small devices can store data collected by the unmanned underwater vehicles and float to the ocean's surface, where they transmit the information via satellite or to nearby ships. This process allows the Manta Ray to remain submerged for longer durations, gathering data undetected by enemies. The reliance on data bubbles also means the Manta Ray does not depend on VALF transmissions, making it far more difficult to track than traditional submarines. By deploying these bubbles at strategic intervals, the U.S. can maintain continuous data flow from the Manta Ray without the risk of exposing its location to adversaries. The strategic implications for U.S.-China relations. The development of the Manta Ray has major strategic implications, particularly concerning the ongoing rivalry between the U.S. and China in the Indo-Pacific region. China has been rapidly expanding its submarine fleet, with plans to increase its fleet to 73 diesel-powered submarines by 2025. Many of these submarines patrol the South China Sea, a region that China claims almost entirely, despite disputes with several Southeast Asian nations and concerns from the U.S. about freedom of navigation in international waters. Control of the South China Sea is crucial for both economic and military reasons, as it serves as a major shipping route for global trade. China's strategy relies heavily on its submarines' ability to operate undetected, particularly its Jin-class submarines, which are armed with nuclear missiles. However, the introduction of the Manta Ray threatens to undermine this strategy. And that wraps up our deep dive into the U.S. Navy's revolutionary Manta Ray submarine and how it could change the future of underwater warfare, especially in the ongoing rivalry with China. What do you think about this new UV technology? Will it give the U.S. a major edge in the Indo-Pacific region? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.